terrible today. So if your friend look like this, you can disown me if you want. Well,
What was
Shannon,
the party, Nikita?
Oh, it was nice. It was a party. Just his friend came over.
Okay, well, for children, that's a party. That's just friends.
Just had cake.
Right. So yeah, that's a party.
that's a party, yeah. Listen, post me my own cake, yeah.
Okay.
What cake was it?
Send come to children.
It was a gumball cake and like a gamer.
Ah,
We like
Please,
playing
that's
games. So, yeah.
where's Mariam?
um, she would come on eventually because she would speak in any group chat, so she'll be on at some point. I don't know when. How old was your son, Nikita? He was 6.
Sorry?
How old was he? How old was he?
He's 12 today.
12. Damn. Okay. Wow. Okay. He's almost a teenager. That's crazy. Wow. Hi, Mariama.
Hi, everyone.
All right. So we're all here. Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do you see me too.
Okay.
Sister Mara muted myself for a reason. The echo.
Yeah. Let's see what happens if we all, me, Mariama, and Nikita say something.
Well, I'm not hearing it now.
You what? You're not hearing? Oh, okay. Right.
Okay, ladies, we have to do what we normally do. I will mute you guys one by one, okay? And then whoever is talking, I'll unmute them to talk, and then the rest of us I'll mute, okay? Please.
All right.
The echo is too much.
Yeah. No problem.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, I just share this.
Shannon, I'm,
I'm gonna say here. Sorry.
I could hear whispering. I was like, where's that? Was that you? Was that you, Shannon?
You know, it was me. My mom was talking, so I was trying to tell her that on the live. Sorry.
No, it's all right. It's all right. Hello, Jimon. Hello, Eon. How are you guys?
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Jimon. Hello, Eon. How are you guys doing? We're gonna start the show in a minute. We're just sharing, and then we'll begin. Thank you for coming. And would you guys please, the people that's watching us, please help us to share, so that way the message can go out faster.
Yeah, so true. Whew.
Hello, Jimon. How are you, darling? Hope you're okay.
Thank you for being a loyal follower.
Follower, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know how you do this, Maya. Like, I try to like,
Babe, it's another job on its own.
yeah,
It's so stressful. Yeah, it's
this,
so stressful because it's another. But anyway, it is what it is.
yeah, it's a lot. It really is.
Yeah.
And you get anxious. I was feeling anxiety. I
I,
feel-
I know last week you was feeling anxiety that you couldn't do your little clips, and
yeah, I was like, oh my god, what? I mean, I got to download it, but I wasn't able to do my clip. So it's on Facebook and it's on YouTube.
oh
So
bless you.
the full video is there, but I wanted to do the little breakdowns of it, but I couldn't do it. But
Oh bless you.
yeah, the two videos.
Timo, thank you so much. Ladies, are you guys ready? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, to all the people that's watching us around the world. That's our special greeting to you all. My name is Hajo Kone, and I'm based in London, United Kingdom. And today's I'm a co-host. I'm gonna allow them to introduce themselves, who they are, and where they are based. So, Shannon, can you please tell them who you are and where you are based, please?
All right. So, hi everybody. Good evening. It's evening time here in Trinidad. And like I said, I am based in Trinidad and Tobago. The name of the country is Trinidad and Tobago. And I understand that my accent is really, really thick. So I know that a lot of people would not be able to understand what I'm saying. If you cannot understand what I'm saying, please say I will not be offended in any way. So yes, you're in for a good show, a great show today, a very interesting show. Again, and I will pass you on to Mariama Onokita. Not sure who exactly.
Okay, thank you, Shannon. I'll give it to Nikita to introduce herself.
Right.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Nikita, and I am based in West London, England. And hope everyone is doing well and looking forward to tonight's show. I hand over to Maria.
Hello, everyone. I'm Isna. Hello, everyone. And I'm Miriam, and I'm right now in the UK, in Colchester to be precise. And I hope you guys will keep watching us and enjoy the show. Thank you.
Okay, hi everyone. Today our show will basically go into the topic we're going to talk about today is called love bombing. It's something that some of us have been through, you know, and some haven't. So it's going to be very, very interesting show. So I am going to start today. If you don't mind, Nikki, I'm going to start with you today. In your definition, What are the red flag in love bombing? Well, let me unmute you.
Hi. Well, my example of love bombing is like when you meet someone and they start calling you constantly, texting me, emailing me throughout the day, even when at work. They always want to know where you are, how are you doing, what you doing now. I find that really annoying because I like my personal space. I love my personal space. And when I see someone is doing too much of that, yes, you can show a bit of love, but to what extreme? You know, and if it's like this at the beginning, what is it going to be like down the road? You know, you don't know if the person is going to be a controlling person that constantly want to know what you're doing. Okay, you love to do tennis. I'm going to come and join you doing tennis. You love to go here. I'm going to go with you. I think you should have separate hobbies to do, separate things to do, and have a break from each other. And if you're constantly wanting to know every detail about the person, I think that's a big red flag. And that's a big no no for me. I've been in that situation before where the person constantly asking, where are you now, babe? What you doing? Who are you with? Where you gonna go now? You know, it's annoying. And to me, that's a big red flag. And I couldn't go any further with that relationship because I don't want to be controlled by anyone. Yes, it's nice to know where the person is throughout the day, but if you're constantly wanting to know every single details, no, because I don't want that's going to cause arguments in the relationship, isn't it? And it's going to cause so much. So I didn't want to take it any further, so I cut it off because it felt like I was being controlled instead of being in a relationship. So that's my opinion of love bombing and wanting to always buying me stuff, or because they know that I was seeking for someone, they want to like always be around me or wanting to buy me nice stuff. I'm an independent person. Yes, I like nice stuff, but it get to an extreme where you say, hang on a minute, why are you doing all this? At the beginning, they're just doing it just to grab hold of you, to let you think that, oh, yes, you're the perfect guy, you're my king, you're my everything. But then as the relationship gets further and they have a hold of you, nah, I didn't want to go any further because it felt too much. And then they they just it wasn't building up the way how it was at the beginning. It started fading and it started feeling like a control. So that's a big red flag. So I cut it off. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nikita. Before I give the ball to Shannon and Mariam, I will try to explain a bit of what is love bombing what is the red flag in my, from my end. Love bombing, you can see somebody like you guys are getting to know each other. Dig I mean, and while you're getting to know each other, they can take you, for example, to nice restaurants. Always willing to take you to nice restaurants, always willing to take you shopping, always buying you gift, always taking you out, like showing off the gamin for you to think, oh my God, this person is the one, he got my best interest at heart. The gamin is spoiling me with love. And then once they have gotten you now, all the things that they used to do, they no longer do it again. You become like suffocated in the relationship or the marriage or whatever you want to call it, this relationship you're in. Because it's like you're going to come to terms with the two different people. Like you just had someone now spoiling you with so much love, getting you gift, taking you to expensive restaurant. Like you thought that the person really care about you, the person adore you, just to find out that that person can switch from doing that to somebody who doesn't even have your time, or somebody who's constantly damn busy. Do you get what I mean? So you question the two, like, how did I get from here to there? So you're in a place where now, like, you feel trapped in a way. Because while they're showering you with gift, you're gonna be there telling your friends or your family, "Oh my God, I've met the man. Is the love of my life. He's doing this. He's doing that. He's taking good care of me." At the next minute, to not even showing you 1 ounce of attention. So how are you gonna go now and explain that to people? Do you get what I mean? So you're gonna be somewhere. You're gonna force yourself to stick somewhere, and you're gonna be trapped. And you want to walk away. You want to do other stuff, but you can't because the shame of it. You know. So it's like a big red flag. Like a lot of people do it, especially narcissistic people do it. They're the best at that, love bombing. But before I go further, I will give it to Mariam, and then and then Shannon would pick up from last.
I'm on mute now? Okay. All right. You're talking about love bombing. For me, it's just narcissistic behavior. That's just it. Because I didn't have enough time to look, but it's something that is just normal in relationship. It happened a lot. For me, it's just narcissist behavior. It's narcissist people that behave that way. So every behavior that you see in a narcissist person is what love bombing is about. Controlling, jealousy, take their own, everything is about them. Me, as giving you a lot of gifts, because they're doing all of that just to control you, to be able to manipulate you. They just need a remote. You're gonna be like a remote to them. When they get in you from the beginning, they want to know everything about you, your steps, your friends, your financial. They want to know everything so they can know how to manipulate you. So for me, it's just a narcissist behavior. And when you see those people from the beginning, if you can run, just run. Because they're going to set that in their house. They will be living, you'll be living in Africa and they'll be living in the US, or they will be living in Africa, you live in the US. They're going to be controlling you in everything that you do. The one thing I know about them is that they know how to give you gifts. They will shower you with a lot. Like, as my colleague just said, both of my colleagues said from the beginning, gifts, emailing, calling, what are you doing, what are you wearing today, what are you eating. That's how it starts. But from the beginning, you suspect it because, like, for example, relationship that just starts, boom, it just starts, you don't even know me. The next thing, I love you. The next thing, oh, baby, I miss you. For me, as soon as I start hearing that, I'm like, hey, that's a red flag right there. You don't even know me before you even tell me that you love me, because I'm somebody that I take a lot of time before I tell somebody that I love them. I really take time, because for me, love is not just about just the feeling. Love, relationship. For example, if you enter in relationship because of the person have money, or because of their physical appearance, that will be the time that they'll get a little bit fat, a little bit choppy, So if you go because of the physical and money, everything is going to go away, So right there, you just come in my life, and the next thing you start telling me you love me, oh baby, doing this, right away I'm like, oh God, this is what I was talking about, and it's coming. So if you just see that, start running, because they are so smart, because he's just doing it just to manipulate you. Especially for we the ladies, it's so easy for them to get out, because from the beginning, especially someone like a lady, like I've spent like 3 or 4 years, or maybe 2 years, you don't have any relationship, and when you just meet somebody new, for us it can be like, oh my God, he's so nice, this is what I was praying for. That's not true, guys. Somebody can just get in your life in 1 month, and the next thing they're saying they love you, and I want to take you out, baby, and I want to do. They really want to know everything about you, and those behavior is really from a narcissist, So love bombing, whatsoever they call it, just to make it look a little bit beautiful, it's just a narcissist behavior. Manipulation, because that's what they do, to manipulate you, to know what you're doing, to know how to talk to you. Because once they get you to themselves, it's not easy to get out of it. Once they know how to control you, know what you want, know the time to tickle that your button, and sometimes they even get a behavior of even making you to feel bad, Like, for example, you dress nice, you wear something that you like, and they know very well it really look nice on you. I don't think I like it, they'll just do anything, just bring you that. It just have to be them. doing it. It's not like it's not nice. They're just doing it just test that your button to know what you like and what you don't like and how they can control you, what you like. Because ladies, for example, we women, them, the first thing, oh, my baby said my hair is nice, that my dress is nice. Oh, that's lovely. So even if it's nice or it's not nice, we always, as long as it comes from him, we're like, oh my God, or from her, because it can be in the both party. Not only women, men can also do it. Women also do it to men. So once they get that on you, oof, you just finish. Just gonna sit there and start controlling you. That your friend, I don't think I like that your friend you talk to. Your sister is like this, and your dad is like that, and I don't like this, and I don't like this. So the behavior is so boring, and it's very hard, as I said from the beginning, especially from ladies that, or from men. It can even be men that you've been out of relationship for a very long time. Like, for example, you've been praying and you've been wishing to get a very good relationship, and when they come in your life, it's so sorry for to get out of it, because I was in one. Yeah, it's so hard to get out because they give you so much that you never received before, and you'll be like, oh my God, my angel, this is from God, or this is what I've been waiting for. But hey, girl, before you make up your mind, wow, they knock you down your feet. And when they're ready to go, you better be smart, because when they're ready to go, you don't know when they are going. They don't even tell you. Maybe something will just happen, the next thing for. Imagine you telling somebody that you love them so much, I can't be without you. Imagine somebody call you 5 times a day, and they spend maybe the next week they will spend like 3 days without calling you. Just imagine how you will feel. That's what they do. They will start giving you calls, giving you gifts, making you to feel like the best woman ever. And that's because of whatever reason, when they are already tired or maybe something else is going on, they just stop. I think that is one of the hardest thing for anybody, because they come so close to you, you get used to them. I was in a relationship where I was so used with my phone. When I wake up in the morning, if my phone doesn't ring, I'm like, why is he not calling me? What's going on? And when he called, no matter the situation I'm in, you need to see the smile on my face. And believe me, when he was ready to leave, I didn't even know it. It was just like today, tomorrow, bye. That was it. They just the way they come is how they go. Everything starts so fast, and when they leave, and that's how they leave, and they leave you so destroyed. And I think you also be in the shock. For me, I remember when the relationship ended, I was in the shock for like a month. I have to be so sincere. I was so I couldn't even believe it. I keep seeing. I'm like, he said he loved me, and all of this. What he doing it for? Is it that he playing it, or is it? And right away, I took myself, that's just a narcissist behavior, coming in somebody's life and convincing them, they will promise you a lot, my dear. They will promise you even what God have not even promised us. They will promise you, because they will just tell you anything just to bring you down, bring you to that level that they want you, So it's not easy. I was in it, to be very sincere. I'm laughing now because I know the way I feel. I said, like, he's not calling, what have I done? And it was like, when I send one message, if I send like 15 messages, he just replied to one. Just imagine that. When I send 15, he replied. This is somebody that will send me message from the time he wakes up till he go back to bed. We talk like I don't know. I don't even think I even talk to anybody. Even if I'm on the phone, if sometimes when I'm talking to him and somebody's calling me, be like, who is calling you? Your phone is I've just called you. Like, your phone is basic. What's going on? Blah, blah, blah. No, I'm talking to my sister. Okay, let me see it. From the beginning, I didn't know it was kind of a toxic relationship. And, I was like, he's so care about me. He didn't want me to. But hey, at the end of the day, he was doing it so much that I'm like, wow, I have to be sending screenshot of who I was talking to, who is the person, and blah, blah, blah. I said, no, this is not going the right way, When I saw it, I was getting too much. I said, wow, this is scary. And I remember I told one of my friends, she said, oh, Haja, that's a narcissist behavior. And that's love bombing. Right now, he's manipulating. And that was it. When I mean the manipulation from financial, from like everything, he knew about, what are you doing? What are you taking? He even know about practically everything that I do. And when he was ready to leave, we talked the day before he told me the relationship ended. It's been like they're planning marriage. It's so serious, Oh my god. When I saw it, you guys were saying that we're talking about love bombing, I start laughing. I said, they're gonna bring memory back. But anyway, I'm strong now, so I don't care. I was still gonna talk about it. Honestly, we spent the whole night talking about our life, home, how we're gonna do this together, and wallahi, the next day, that was it. When he make up his mind to go, okay, the next day I didn't hear from him for till like in the afternoon. I'm like, what's going on? Is he okay? Is he sick? So I started calling, texting, and I keep seeing you online. I'm like, what is going on with him? I went on the other media, he was there. I said, something is going on. So I have to call the family member of his and ask what is going on to know. Just I was kind of curious. So no, he's fine. He's okay. I said, okay, that's good. Send him message, like I don't know, 50 something, somebody that was sending message even if he just called me 1 minute, I didn't pick up my phone. He will be calling, sending texts, like to say I'm working with him, And when he did that to me, when I send message, he just replied maybe like in the morning I wake up, and I think I call him till 12. Okay, he never call and never reply. He just only say one, I'm fine, I'll call you back, I'm a little bit busy today, and that was it. He didn't say anything in the night when I was going to bed. He just called me. Oh, sorry today, I was so busy. I'll call you back tomorrow. Okay, I hope you fine. Love you. That was it. And that's how I start going down. Before I make up my mind, there was no more relationship. Nothing. And the next thing I saw was that he had somebody on his profile. My picture was there, and he changed my profile. He put something there like some kind of comment, something he just put funny. That's something I couldn't even remember, but it was like a breaking up, message that he just put up. I said, he changed the picture of mine. What's going on? But I didn't get a message. I just sat down and slept. I said, okay, everything is fine. He's busy. The next day I call, zero. In fact, the next day I didn't even talk to him. Nothing. I didn't hear from him. The third day, I said, oh, what is going on, baby? I'm so worried. Are you okay? Is something okay? No, everything is fine. I'm just busy, the work. That's how I was looking. 1 week work, busy days. Because I was so close to him that I got in contact with somebody that knew him, and that this person used to like me so much. So he said that, Haja, I have to be very sincere with you. He's already going out with somebody. He said, you're my sister, and I know how much you love him so much, but there's something going on. I have to tell you because he's not going to let you know. He just wanted to die that way. Oh, I've spent the whole day crying. What is happening? What have I done? I did all the prayers that day. I'm laughing at because it's so funny. I cried. I said, oh God, what's happening? Have I done something? Everything was just my sister. He was just done. He wanted to go and he left. The way they come, that's how they go. So fast and everything end. So that's what I have to say for now. I'm going to let my colleague to just continue because there is just a lot. If I start talking about it, I don't know if I'm going to finish today.
Shannon, it's your turn to talk, darling.
Also, I'm unmuted. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. Hi, everybody again. All right. So the topic of love bombing. Maya, Nikita, and Mariama, they all hit the nail on the head. Love bombing is basically, to start it out, is usually found, you would normally see narcissists doing this nonsense. Narcissists, people who already have whatever, narcissism is a mental derangement. And we need to understand that it's not just a lot of people. So, yeah, he's a narcissist and they throw around the word loosely. But narcissism is a result of a mental illness. And as a result, this mental illness involves control, the need for control, the need for power. And they spare no expense your feelings, usually your feelings. They spare no expense at getting that power or control. So you would see narcissists or love bombers. They would learn you, they would study you like a test. And they would see, all right, Mariama likes, she likes to do her eyebrows. So every time I see her, I'm gonna tell her how beautiful her eyebrows look. and I know that's gonna hook her. She'll think that this is way more serious than it is if you're in a relationship. They're gonna and love bombers aren't just in a boyfriend, girlfriend, boy, whatever the situation is. It's not just in those situations. It can also be in your family, love bombers. I've had love bombers in my family. People who they see your weakness. They're like sharks. They sniff out blood. When you're bleeding, they're there to take advantage of that. And in the case of relationships, this is particularly dangerous. Like it's dangerous with family members and stuff because, but in relationships in particular, especially if you have unhealed wounds, unhealed traumas like childhood traumas, whatever other traumas in your life, they sniff that out and they say, "Oh, right, yeah." They know how to what buttons to press, how to get at you. So, in the case, for example, I was in a relationship recently. Good God, I don't know why. I understand. I made a stupid decision. So I was in a relationship recently, and I realized that this guy, because he was love bombing me from the get go, and I didn't understand that that's what he was doing. I was so in need of love. I was so in need of attention that I was willing to go along with this shit, even though I knew there's no way in hell he could love me after a month a month of a so-called relationship. It really wasn't that. And when I realized, well, wait, now this guy, he would show up at my house randomly like this, just show up, call me a million times, text me, and at first it was cute. I was like, wow, he really does love me. But then I was like, oh my god, he's a stalker. He's really trying to control me. When I broke it off, do you know what he got? He did. He went out and bought an engagement ring. And then he's like, yeah, he said, in fact, he didn't even propose. He didn't even get down on one knee and do the whole proposing thing. He sent me a picture of the ring he bought to show me that, yeah, no, to break up with, no break up with me. I'm serious. I'm willing to marry her. And I was like, no, it's too much. Why would I marry him? So, love bombers, like I said, typically narcissists. And in situations like that where they're very controlling, that is usually the precursor to domestic violence. Usually. Like anybody you see like that who just smitten. I understand there's this thing about love at first sight and all that bullshit. But this is this is a lot more different. I personally don't believe in love at first sight. There's no way you can love. I believe there's no way you can love a person for the rest of your life off of one scene them one time. You don't know them. You don't know anything about. You don't know if they're a serial killer. They used to be a serial killer. You don't know nothing about them, but you love them. So I don't believe in that. But yeah, love bombing, I believe, is the precursor to domestic violence. Because if you check it out, whenever you hear of domestic violence situation, you always hear the person saying, "Oh no, but he was never like this. He never used to do that. He was so loving. He was so kind. He was so sweet before, and then he just changed." You know why he changed? Because he was love bombing in the beginning, and then you get to see the real him. Or who, sorry, to offend anybody, or who. They started out with "I love yous" and showering you with gifts and telling you everything that you want to hear. You have the nicest eyebrows I've ever seen. You wear your makeup so nice. Your dresses are impeccable and you dress so well. And then later on into the relationship, he starts with the verbal abuse. He or she starts with the verbal abuse. Oh, you don't think you're a little too fat to be wearing that dress? You don't think I saw whatever girl and I find she was looking nice and it starts encroaching and then the physical violence or domestic violence kicks in. So I believe that is the precursor to domestic violence. And it's cute in the beginning, kind of. It's a little annoying as Makita said. It's annoying because they demand all of your time and attention. So it could, like, the first time you do it, you might say, "Oh, he loves me," or "She loves me," but then it gets friggin' irritated and it gets annoying as fuck for the cat. So, anyways, I will pass. I'll pass you on to Maya, who will continue with love bombing.
Thank you, ladies. You guys are all absolutely right here. Like you all hit on the nails. You know what I mean? And I'm not every single, well, I'm not saying every single woman, but every single somebody in this world I've experienced it. You know what I mean? Because when it happened, like what you guys were saying, you feel special. You're thinking, okay, like, oh my God, like nobody have ever showered me. Because what it is, this is where we'll go back to our other topic when I was saying that when we come out of relationship, it's better we should try to heal first before we move on to the next relationship. Because this all love bombing and narcissists to get control out of it, they know already, they can sense who's damaged. The narcissistic, it's an illness, but they honestly can sense who's damaged. Narcissistic will not go to a strong person knowing that the person is strong and know what they're doing. They won't go to this. They go for vulnerable people, all the time. Like they can sense who's vulnerable, and then when they do all of these things, like get you gift or shout, treat you like a princess, do things for you, because it's all like to lead you into the ways, like come towards them. So you're gonna now sit down and think, oh my God, all the other exes I was with, they treated me like crap. I finally find the one. This guy does everything for me. It takes me out. It gets to a point, even when they shower you with all this thing, and you tell your friends, and your friends are, but don't you think it's moving so fast? You even have excuses. Like, what do you mean? Playing excuses on your friend, going, no, he loved me, he cared about me so much. Anyway, why are you complaining? Why are you being a hater? Why are you not happy for me? Because you think that your friend is jealous of you, but your friend is actually trying to advise you to be like, no, hold on, slow down a minute, because at the end of the day, how's somebody gonna be showering you with all this thing and then you are not questioning it? Do you know what I mean? And at the same time, when they're there showering you with all the thing, they have others, female as well, that you're not the only one. Do you know what I mean? This is why when you're in a relationship with narcissistic, if you notice, as soon as that relationship break, they're already in a new relationship. That's because they was already in a relationship the whole time they was with you. This is what people don't understand with narcissistic. Because when people break up with narcissistic, they get confused. They're like, "But how? How is it going to move on straight away? Like, how? How is that possible?" But forgetting that you weren't the only one with a relationship with him. Narcissistic have multiple relationships. You're not the only one. They're talking to loads of different people. You got me? And when you're paranoid, they will make sure they make it look like you do. It's all in your head. Like, even if you're doubting them, no, it can't be them. They're perfect. It's all in your head. Whatever is happening, whatever you can see, it's not happening. Even if you can see red and black, that the clear sign is there that this person is not good for you, they will make it look like it's in your head, like there's something about you that is not right. How can you be like this? They show you with all this love and you're not appreciative. They could be doing this for a ton of girls out there, but they choose to do it to you. Like it's, I don't know how to describe it. It's so confusing. Like they'll have you playing with your mind, you're thinking, am I ungrateful? You got me? Like they will have you playing, asking yourself question like, am I ungrateful? Like, why am I not appreciating this person? Why is it becoming too much for me? Why am I complaining? You doubt yourself, you question everything, not knowing that's the plan. This is how they catches you. Whilst they catch you now, You fall in love hard, and then you're thinking, oh God, if I let go of this person, the next person might not even show me this amount of attention. So you then start to feel like, okay, now that it's there, I might also just hold on to him. You get what I mean? And then now you have given them the power, what they wanted. This power, the control, like all my ladies on this platform said, the controlling, narcissistic people love controlling. Like Shannon said, they love controlling, they love power. They love that when they tell you, hey, do this, you have to do it. You know, they don't like you challenging them. When you challenge them, you are going to tick them off. Do you get what I mean? Whatever they say, you got to have to do it. Do you get what I mean? And this is the mistake a lot of us female got confused with. We start to think, oh, they care so much. No, they don't. They don't care. They don't care at all. Narcissistic people don't care at all. All they care about is stay in power, slowly control you, show the outside world, paint this image that they're this perfect. Even if it means for them to be nice to your family, so your family can see that they're this perfect person, they'll be nice to your friends, you know, and then make it look like you the one with the problem. They even go to your friend. Oh, like for example, oh, Shannon, do you see how Maya is behaving? She's so ungrateful. How can I buy her Chanel bag the other day? And then she's questioning me, why am I showering her too much? And then Shannon will be like, oh, I don't even know. Like she should, for example, Shannon would be like, oh, she should just be happy. Like, you know, how could she complain? You're gotten her all this nice thing. But she's not going to talk about, it's not going to talk about how Shannon said it. He's going to come to her and say, yeah, I even told your friend, and your friend said you're ungrateful. Or, you know, for you now to be paranoid and have issue with your friend, thinking, why is my friend gossiping about me behind my back? You know, because narcissistic people, they like that. They like control. They will control you. They will control your family. They will control your friends. Anybody around you, they will control, so they can have that power. And the worst thing is, if you leave a narcissistic person, make sure before you leave, you plan out how you're going to live. You need it, because financially, they will block you. Emotionally, they will block you. Mentally, they'll block you. So you have to really know how to escape, because when you live in narcissistic, that is painful for them, because they want to be the one to say they left you. So if you have left them, they are going to find any way to make sure you suffer. Like, because the more you're happy, that's hurting them. You have to suffer, because if you're not suffering, it's not good enough. Because why are you not suffering? Like, they want it to be like, when you break up with them, you cry your eyes out, you can't function properly. Then they'll feel like, yeah, see, without me, she cannot survive, or without me, she cannot do certain things. But if you leave them and you progressing, all of that is going to become anger. They're going to become malicious. They'll do anything in their power to make sure something bad happened to you, you know, and they don't care. Like, so with narcissistic, we need to be careful. When they're showering you, question it, you know, this person is overdoing the thing. The only time somebody needs to get each other a gift, maybe anniversary, birthdays, and things like that. But when it's like, we in 2 months into the relationship already, you have buy me 5 Chanel bag and 10 Gucci belts, yeah? You have to question why this is happening. You get it? But not many of us do it. We seem to, because life has become about interest and materialistic stuff. When we're getting it, we're taking it. But at the end of the day, when it all fall apart now, we start to sit down and cry and say, oh, I knew from the beginning, but I ignored the red flag. I ignored the sign, you know? And they're very fast. The way they sweeten you up, that's the same way they can sweeten up another woman. And the same way when you break up with a narcissistic, and if you don't believe me, ask anybody who have been dating a narcissistic or who've been married to a narcissistic. You dump them today, tomorrow they're in a relationship that they've been in 5 years. If you was with them in 5 years, they've been in an old relationship for that 5 years. If you was with them for 10 years, they be in another relationship for that 10 years. You know, you're not the only one. Like, you leave them to their boom, they're already in 10 years relationship. So I'll go back to Mariam, then I'll go back to Nikita. 1 minute.
Yeah, just as Says and Haja was saying, when they in relationship, that's one thing I know about them. They always have the backup, backup plan. Yeah, they always have it. So don't think you are the only person that's in the page. Before they even leave you, they already have somebody that they are already working on. It's already working very well. So they are prepared. The people they are just. And according to my colleague Shona, yes, they are psychologically they are sick and all of that. Yeah, they are. But I always say they are not only sick, but I don't know how to express it, because for somebody to be sick and have that kind of ability to steady other people, to bring them down, it have to really be a very dangerous sickness, because somebody that is sick, because the definition of sick, when you sick, you're somebody that you helpless, you physically, mentally, and you don't even have strength to do anything. But the Nazis and the love bombing, they are so sick to the extent that they even bring people down with them. So that is how dangerous they are. That is how dangerous they are. They come prepared. So the sickness is not their own. Their sickness is it's just upgrade sickness. That somebody that's how I call it, upgrade. Their sickness are being upgraded, because for you to be sick and have that ability to bring down another person, you have to really be sick. Because their sickness, there's no treatment for it. They're just going to be going on and on, because as my colleague said, they will be with you in 5 years, and they will also in on another relationship for another 5 years. So it's not only you; it could be 2 or 3 of you on that their back plan. They already have the backup. Always they are ready. So for me, the only advice I have is that when you already notice all of that, just trust your gut. Your instinct. Trust it. If, for example, you find out that something, try to know your limit. No matter how difficult it is, stick to it. Make a plan. I'm going to go out here. Just go. Don't waste your time. Trust your God, trust your instinct, their behavior. Try to analyze it. Don't just do things. Don't even ghost on them. Like, for example, I know people that when that thing happy, I'm going to check on him to know what he's doing. You're wasting your time because he's already gone. You are with you already have somebody. So if you're there ghosting him, behaving like, oh no, I'll just be spying on him to see what he's doing, you're gonna waste your time, because he's gonna flash it in your face. If even he was hiding it, he's gonna put it in your face. Maybe if he can't do it himself, he's gonna use another person to do it so you can see it. So don't ghost him. If you want to leave, just go out silently. Try to heal yourself silently, and that is it. Don't even say, oh, I will do this to it to hurt, I'll pay him back. You're just wasting your time, because that person is already sick. And his own sickness is already upgraded, so there's no way you can bring him down. He was made like that, He has already built his wall. His wall is strong. So for you to bring him down, you have to also be like him or be like them before you bring them down. So you see, so if you notice that, that is going on, just be positive. It's not easy, because every one of us have mentioned the same thing. We keep repeating ourselves over and over. That's what we just said, because these are people that they come, they manipulate you, they do what you like. They come and steady you. They look at you and say, okay, this is what it's like. I'm just going to go there. But that's what I would do. Every time they just pinch you there. Every time they just juke you. Every time, they keep dipping, going. So, and that's what they will do to everybody that they meet on their way. So you can revenge on that kind of people. There's no revenge for them, because they are already sick. The only way, as I will repeat myself, the only way you will be like them is you can hurt them. You have to be like them. Do you want to waste all of your life or your time to just be with people, try to revenge on people like that? No, don't spy on them. As long as your instincts and you are finding that this is going on, just leave. There is no other solution. Just pack your bag and go. Easily. It's very painful, because wasting your time, your energy, making you to get used to something that was not real. They didn't respect your limit. They didn't respect your feelings. They just come and just they decide to just do it to you. I always say they plan it. They just sit down and plan and say, I'm going for this person that is hot. As my colleague said, they are always going for the vulnerable people. Anybody know you already coming from relationship. And that's another thing I want to point out too. It's not only somebody that just come from in relationship. Sometimes you can spend, like, for example, when it happened to me, I've been out of relationship for more than 3-4 years. But I still wanted to get in another relationship, So even if you spend time, they come in, they will study and they will still get you. The most important thing is that when you start, that's why I think from our previous videos that we make, I always say before you get to anything, just be very careful. Yeah, just be very careful. When somebody new is coming in your life, try to know them. Though I'll repeat myself, it's hard to know people. Even in 5 years, you can even know people. But there's some thing that you can see. Just trust your instinct. There's some feeling that you will have in you. Certain things that you will be with somebody and they will tell you, and you see that this thing doesn't sound real. I don't think it's just believe that. Don't even go back. Don't say, oh no, it's just my other part telling me, my bad, because they always say we have like two people in us. We have the good one and the bad one. It's, oh no, it's just confusing me. Just my own mind. I'm just getting confused. No, girl, you're not getting confused. Or no, boy, you're not getting confused. That's your instinct. Trust your instinct. When you start feeling uncomfortable with somebody, no, there is something going on right away. That's a red flag. Look for it. And when you find it and the person is narcissistic and they have that love bombing behavior in them, go away. Don't even tell them. Don't spy on them. Because even if you decide to spy and ghost them to find out what is going on, you're going to be even frustrated more. I could say you find a proof and they show it to them that, hey, this is what I know you do, But at the end of the day, they already know you, they have already studied you. So if
Mara,
they come for you.
Mara, sorry. Even if you have a proof, sorry to cut you there. Even if you have a proof to show it to an narcissist, they'll always find something to twist it to say it's you. This is the problem. Mm-hmm. This is the problem. They're very good at that, because they're in what Shannon said, the illness that they have, they don't know that they're even ill. There's no treatment for it. They've been like that for all their life as well. So even if you have got proof, I'm telling you now, these people, they will find a way to make it look like you are completely mad, you bonkers. Like they always know how to manipulate. They know how to manipulate. Even if they wrong you, because they cannot accept. The thing about narcissistic people, they can't accept that they're in the wrong. This is the biggest problem they have. They cannot accept it. No way. Like, even if they do you wrong and they know they've done you wrong, they're going to give you a reason to say, this is the reason, because of your behavior. This is why I behave like this. They will not take responsibility. You know how me and you would do wrong? I'll be like, you know what? Shit, today I've actually messed up, Like, it's wrong with my best friend here or my childhood friend. Like, if I was to do something to Shannon or you or Nikita, I'll be like, you know what, Nikita, I fucked up. I'm sorry, mind my language, but I'm so sorry. I apologize. You get me? But narcissistic ain't like that. When they do something to you and you let them know that in the wrong, they'll say, no, oh no, because you behave like this, Nikita, that's why I said that. Are you seeing it now? They don't want to accept it that they're in the wrong. Like, oh, Nikita, you should have not said that then, because if you kept quiet, if you just kept quiet, then I would have not get angry and yell at you. Are you seeing how they talk? If only if you did that. Only if. But because you couldn't control yourself, that's why I lashed out. If only if you just kept quiet, it wouldn't have happened. So this is the thing that you're good at. And when you break up with them, it's better to block them everywhere, because if you don't block these people, they'll make your life live in hell. They'll make sure everything they do is in your face. You need to see it. Some of them are not even happy, but they'll fake the happiness. Yeah. So the fact that you could be jealous or miserable. But what narcissistic
Yeah.
people don't understand, yeah, that's what the funny thing about it. That's what makes me laugh the other side. Because they think they're so controlling, they're manipulative, but they cannot take it when you have rejection. They can't take rejection. And they don't realize that when somebody have said they don't want you and they're adamant they don't want you, they're not coming back. But in a narcissistic person mind, you are going to come back. Honestly, they believe in their mind that you are going to come back. And they also believe that whatever they do after that, they're going to make you jealous. Even though you have walked away a long time ago and you ain't even looking back. But as far as they're concerned, whatever they're doing, it's making you jealous. You got me? Like, because it's part of the sickness, it's part of their illness. So, it's something, it's in their DNA. Like, it's not going to go anywhere, it's sad. It's sad, sometimes, and it's sad that there's no cure for it. Like, many of us in this society we like that. It's very sad, it's very, very sad. But Nikita, let me let you talk. And then we'll come back to Sister Mariam because you've been the quiet one there in the corner. Oh, mute yourself, darling.
Thank you. Yeah, Sister Mariam was saying, wow, yeah, so much. Again, I would say that a lot of this is also learned as children growing up, because the way how some parents have taught their children, so they're not used to being rejected, or how some parents love the children as well. So they grow up and saying, oh, when maybe if I give this amount of attention, the person will love me. Maybe if I can buy my way into love, but not knowing that that's not the right way to go about it. So mentally, they've gone down the wrong path, isn't it? So now they coming to you and love bombing you, buying you stuff, looking for that affection, and you believe in everything that they're saying when truly they have a mental issue. Until they go and fix themselves, they won't know that they're doing something wrong. Because they thinking that, oh yes, I'm in love, or if I only just can control this person for myself, if I can have them for myself only, or if they can see that I can be the best boyfriend, the best girlfriend, I will feel needy. Because they're just looking for someone to control or to be needed, so they're not actually in a relationship. They're just looking for that yourness, for that attention. And your gut feeling will tell you, you will know, because the Most High has given us all that instinct to knowing something is wrong. And you will feel unbalanced, you will feel that the toxicness start building up, and you will know the difference between being loved or drawing into a toxic relationship. You will know that person truly seeking something else from you, because if they truly need you, they will still, what I will say, they will still say, oh, happy birthday, or they will say, how are you? But they're not saying that, isn't it? They just only wanted you to know that, okay, I'm here for you and I want you. I'm going to show you all this. I'm going to buy you all this. I'm going to take you there. And if we have an argument, don't go and tell your family, just keep it between us. They don't want people to see that side of them. And that's because of how some parents have brought up the children, because they didn't have that love, they didn't have that attention that growing up with. So now they grow up and being that person, which is quite sad, because now society need to deal with that. And I don't know, it's so sad, because they've learned that behavior through certain environment that they're with. I don't know if you guys agree, but I've seen that. I know that it's been learned as well. Yeah. I don't know if you want to add anything else to it, but I've seen that it's been learned, and it's quite sad. And without them getting that mental treatment, they're not going to change. That's the only way that they can get the help and support. Until they can see that, no one else can do anything for them, because they're not seeing that. All they're seeing is, I want that love, I want that attention, I want to be the only center of attention, you know? And unless they can change that situation, they're not truly going to love one person. They're just going to keep going after the other person and ruin that person's life, because truly they don't love you. They just want that one person, that one love, that one mother love, or maybe the father love. Or, some men, they might come into your life and saying, oh, are you going to be there for me in this way, in that way? It's like, no, I'm not your mother. A mother is a mother. I'm here to be your partner. Or, I'm not your wife. I'm just your wife. I'm not your mother, or I'm not your dad. So they're seeking for that one attention, and it's quite sad. I don't know if you guys agree, but yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I do agree 100%. I remember I think when we started the show, we talk about and everything. I remember when I used to talk, I always say it start from the beginning, from the child. I always said it start from childhood. I remember I mentioned that in one of our topic, and it's like that. It start from the childhood because they are already used to being having everything that they want. Like when they want this, the mother will give it to them, and the controlling behavior. So when they grow up, that is it. That's how they're just going to be exploring everything that they want it. No matter what you do. I think with the last topic, not this last one, I think the other one, I don't know what it was about. We talked about that also, that behavior, that because the mother, I think we're talking about something about parenting, controlling, something about controlling children, that when they grow up, when they get as a adult, I think I was talking about it, as an adult, that behavior stay in them, everything they just wanted, everything that because of the way the mother have been praising them, maybe they have not received enough of love from their parents when they were young. So when they're growing up, they are seeking for approval out there, so everything they want it, there's nothing sufficient for them, so they'll never love you. As you said, their own, it's not about love, it's just about their own approval, their own satisfaction. They want to satisfy their urge from from childhood, from the lack of attention, the lack of love. So what can you do to get all of that is to show love, even if it's forced. Make somebody provoke, try to start something that at the end of the day, you're not going to continue doing. That's what they do. So at the end of the day, they never go for love. They only go for their own satisfaction. And believe me, once they already get what they want, or whatever they are giving you, they see you are showing it too much, they're going back for the next person, the next victim, they just be going around.
Once you start to put boundaries on the relationship as well, then they freak out. And that's when they start moving on and trying to latch on to someone else. And as I said before, that's how they become in 2 relationship, 3 relationship. So they latch on to who can give them that attention. And you not knowing that they have 2 other person down the line. They're just looking for the right person, isn't it?
So that's it. Because at the end of the day, they are not going for love. Once they already got what they got from what they want from you, they already show you that all of the attention, and you have grown up like, oh, you love me, and you start getting, start blowing your own head up and down like, I already have my life. That's okay. I've already got that one. She's already ripe. Let me go to the raw egg so I can try to refresh that. That's it. That's how they'll be going from one person to another. So they don't go for love. Love is just out of it. Make themselves feel happy. They'll be like, oh, I've already gotten that one. That one is down, or he's down. Okay, I got that. So let me go to the next victim. And that's how it's going to be continued.
Some of them, because they've been through that situation, they purposely go out to destroy other people's lives. Because they say, if I wasn't happy, well, then I'm going to go out and just destroy other people's lives.
And they started saying about them is that it's so sad. Honestly, it's sad because, believe me, they do cry alone. They feel unwanted. They feel broken down when they be alone by themselves.
Really?
Yes, they do.
Really?
I cried. Oh, yes.
Not just they can feel pain. I thought they could never. I thought they were the most heartless people going on this earth. They can feel pain.
They don't come out. They'll never come out and say it.
No.
Okay. They talk to people that know they are victim. For example, you're friendly with them, and at the end of the day, you are not their victim. They already know you already, they can get to you. So that's where those people that know about them. So somebody with the trust that they want to talk to Haja, we are all human beings. No matter how you are, the God
Artists are so heartless. To me, I don't feel like they even got a
they
heart.
are
Or
No,
they even know how to
they
feel
are
pain.
very
I do.
so
I do. It's just
but
because
believe
it's
me,
hurting
they
so
are
much.
heartless because they
yeah.
are sick. But they meet people that they know very well. They can't hurt, they can't do nothing to the person.
Yeah.
And when you get through them, they will talk to you and they will confess. And there is where you will know this person is sick. They do talk. They
Yes,
do.
I've been in
They
that
do. Talk.
situation.
I would say because I was friendly with somebody that I know very well. It happened to them. I was very close to them, and I didn't know that behavior of them. I know their relationship have been kind of up and down. That's even a lady, you know. And she was married, and I know when the marriage was breaking down, it's not like she was even like she felt bad. No, she didn't feel bad. But she just started explaining her story to me, how it started, how she feel unwanted, how this is happening to her. And I remember her husband telling me, this lady, very, very heartless. And me being her friend, that I don't really, it was not really my close friend, but I know very well she's very selfish. Even when you a friend, you know, the way she will behave to you, everything is me. Me. Sometimes when you're talking to them, when you have your problem, they only want to hear only their own, you know, like for example, you call your friend, oh girl, I'm going through a lot. Or even myself, you know, I've been through the same situation you in, they will never give you chance for you to explain. You call them to explain your problem, but they ain't giving you a chance to talk. They are gonna bring their okay, they see scenario happen to me. Oh, I felt this way. Then at the end of the day, it's all going to be about them. So
Yeah.
when you drop your phone, you'll be like, wait, I called this lady to complain, to tell her I need a friend to talk to. And this lady just changed my topic to make it to be her story. So, you know,
Yes.
so when yes, that's how they behave. So when that thing happened, when I talked to the ex-husband and each time I call her, I see that she's stuck. I say, but wait, oh, this thing this man is saying is true. Several times I've called this lady. I really needed to talk to somebody, and she just changed the story to be her own story. And that's how
Mm.
the topic. And maybe I'm working. I say, okay, girl, I'm working. I'll call you back tomorrow. And you know what? They're not gonna call you back again. When they call you back, when you want to talk about the topic, they will bring their own out again. So that's how they are. That's how you will know they are. But it's hard to find though. You just have to be smart. And once they know you are that kind of person, they start dressing away from you. Yeah,
Yeah. Once you
that's how.
start to put boundaries down,
Yeah.
that's when
Oh,
you
this
start
person
to
know
say,
what's going on, you know. Then they look for the next victim. But believe me, when you call them to explain your problem, but I'm telling you, because this is something that I've been through in relationship and I've been through with friendship. So I know when I call in somebody, I won't talk to a friend, I won't talk to my own topic that I call about. Believe me, forget about it. I'm not crying anymore because that girl is gonna start crying on me. She's gonna take over the topic and talk about and at the end of the day, I'm just gonna be like this. And I'm gonna confuse myself. So I know when I drop the phone, I was like, what did I even call her for? Why did I call? Because at the end of the day, I didn't. I was looking for somebody to talk to explain my problem to them, and at the end of the day, it was all about her, you know. Then I started thinking. I said, I see why this is what is going on. From little myself with time, I just disappear and say, no, this is not friendship. That's how with time I started keeping to myself and said, you know what? I know what to do. When I have a problem, I will sit on my mat, talk to God, and sleep.
mm,
And that is it. Because when it comes to friendship, there's nobody. And when it comes to when they are in relationship with you, they are even the worst. They don't listen to you. Baby, I'm hurt. No, you are the reason that make me to hold you cheat on me. No, no, no. You are the reason that make me to cheat because you did this to me. That's why I cheated. So it's all about them. That's how they just go roll from one thing to another and keep repeating themselves, making you to feel like they are, you know, they start victimizing themselves. And, you know, you will start feeling guilty. Oh, maybe it's true. Maybe I did this. That's why they did this behavior. That's why they behave to me this way because of my behavior. Okay, sorry. Then you're not even telling them sorry for them cheating on you, for you knowing that they're lying. They're just going to turn everything back to you. So at the end of the day, it's a very hard situation if you get into that. Find a way, as I said, no ghosting on them, no, and try to revenge because you just wasting your time because those people they don't have
mm,
feelings. And as I will say it again, they do cry. They do sit down alone and really, really feel bad about themselves. They don't feel bad, but nobody knows, but they feel bad about them because they say, oh, I really want this. This is what I want, but I can't get it. Okay, since I don't have it, I'm going to provoke it out there and see the way the other person will feel and destroy them. That's what makes them happy. But of course, they do feel pain. They go through depression. They feel alone. They feel unwanted. If you are their victim, you will never know because you are already being in your own pain. So you will not even notice that they are going through their own. Because they will pretend in front
mm,
of you, you know, behave like they are the king. Everything is fine with them. But deep
yeah.
down, they are not. Not all. They're not happy people. You see them, they're always frown up. You see them, they're always repeating what people doing, anything happiness. Those are the people that go on social media. They will post one life that they don't even live. Post something that they don't even live. The living relationship make them in their houses. Them, as I said the other time, they'll be chunking, go partying, they party and whatever on each other. But when they go on Facebook, they're going to make the world to know that they are the happiest. They have a lovely relationship. They're living the best of a life. Those are the kind of people. That's their behavior. So if you were one of them, they are victim. When you see them happy, you'd be like, oh, they're happy. I'm not happy. Don't even bother yourself. They're not even happy. They're just doing it because they want their victim to see like they are living best. And at the end of the day, it's not true. So, ladies,
Yeah.
somebody can pick up.
It's just like some bullies.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
A bully
that's
as
it.
a child or as younger person, so they become a bully themselves, you know. So it's the same way. So they come to bully you as well. So
Yep.
it's learned, and because they've been through it, so now they go and put it onto someone else.
Thank you so much, ladies. Because we've been here for 1 hour, 10 minutes now. So before we go, I'm going to start with Shannon. What would be your advice to give to the people about the topic we're discussing tonight?
I just wanna affirm that what Mariama was saying is so true. They do hurt, but the difference between them and normal people, a normal person would be sorry that they hurt your feelings. So I tell you something, Maya, that offended you or hurt your feelings without me knowing, and I deeply feel sorry that I seen you crying because of what I do, or I am hurt because of something I said to Nikita, Mariama, how I made you feel. I am hurt because of that. But them, however, they are hurt because they are broken, and it's because of some long-standing void in their life. Their mother probably didn't love them. Their mother probably told them a bunch of stuff, hurtful things, which is why I'm so happy that we talked about all the other topics that we did before, parenting, um, how parents talk to their children and stuff. I'm happy that we covered that. And this is one of the ways that I could take a left turn, like how you deal with your children. It could turn left and you could create a narcissist who does exactly what we're talking about. So we need to check it from like people with children, check the way you're talking to your children to avoid. We will have enough narcissists. Oh God. Please don't add any more. Don't give us any more. Please. So yes, as Mariama said, they do hurt, they do cry, and like I said, they are different from normal people. Normal people are upset that they hurt you. They are upset that what they attempt to make you feel horrible. They attempt to control you. They're upset at the fact that it did not work. That is why they're crying. That is why they're hurt. They're not hurt because, oh gosh, no, she crying. I hurt her feelings. I cheat on her like 20 times, and every time I cheat on her, I tell her I'll never do it again, and I go back out the next day and I do it. And like they're not upset about that. It's the fact that they're losing control. They're upset at the fact that the void that their mother left, the void that their father left, is still there. No matter how many people they trample over, they still feel like crap. Every night they go to bed, they still feel alone. Nobody loves them. Nobody wants to be around them because they're realizing that they're trying to control their friends. They're everybody. So people just pull away from them, and they realize that, like, when they get older, they realize they're just alone and nobody wants to be around them. Everybody's not afraid, but everybody sees them for what they are, so they avoid them. That is why they hurt. That is why they cry themselves to sleep. They don't give a flying fuck about your feelings. They really don't care. So that is what I want to end, well, my part with. Just saying that, do not, again, I think I said this in a previous show, do not ever, ever, ever make the mistake of trying to fix these people. Don't ever do it. They will use the fact that you're trying to fix them against you. They'll say, "Oh, all right. So she think I need help, and she's trying to help me. She's trying to be Captain Saver." Anyway, you know how that is. And they will use it against you. They will play you like chess. So if you see this in anybody, whether it's your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, whoever, anybody, just politely excuse yourself and move out of their life. Excuse yourself out of their life because it will only end in a heartache. And not their heartache because they don't give a damn about you. It will end in your heartache because you will just keep giving and you will keep trying. Oh no, but he didn't have a mother, he didn't have a father. He really, I know when he tells me I agree, he really means he loves me, but he doesn't know how to show love. They don't know love. They just leave them alone. Just leave them alone. Please save yourself and everybody else a whole bunch of time and heartache and just move forward with your life. All right. So I'll pass it on to Maya. I'm not sure who's next. I'll pass it on to
Nikita.
Thank you, Shannon. Yes. So my advice is if you're in the early stage of a relationship and everything is happening too fast, or you believe it's too good to be true, believe your gut instinct because you don't want to go down a year down the line and be caught up into a relationship that it would be too hard to walk out of. You don't want to bring in such a person in your house, especially if you have children, for those children to see that kind of lifestyle. You don't want your children to adapt that. Those people, you cannot help them. They need to go out and seek help for themselves. No matter how much they're saying, oh, I can't do it without you. It's not true. You need to help yourself first before you can help them. Only advice you can give is go and seek help for yourself because you cannot help them. The only way for them to help themselves is they first have to love themselves or to go and seek professional help. Don't think you can be a superhero or going to be or get an award for the best wife or the best husband because you can save them. You cannot do it because sometimes you don't know the person mentally. That's how they become abusive, and you don't want to be living with a person once. Now you're going to say, okay, yes, I'm going to help them, and now you start putting boundaries, and that's when they start getting abusive. You don't know where they're coming from. You don't know what trauma they've been in. you know you don't know who they've seen get killed or whatever, and you brought that person in your house. So many sad stories we see of parents, which we pray that never happen, where the whole family they died, or on the news where I saw where the boyfriend came in and murder the stepchildren and the wife, the girlfriend. You don't want that kind of relationship. So if you see all these signs at the beginning, please run fast. Do not think you can go and be God and save them. You cannot save everyone. Go and run fast. Take your children, take yourself, go away, go and seek your family. Do not sit down there and suffer in secret, or to say, oh yeah, but they're giving me this, or because you like niceness, you're going to keep accepting stuff. It's not worth it. It's not worth your own mental health or your children's mental health, or to come and mess up your family or to mess up your children. Run away and as my colleague said, block them, delete them, but keep away from them. You're not going down the right path. Listen to your gut instinct and keep away. Thank you. Those are my few words.
Thank you, Nikita. Mariam, what would be your last advice, please? Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Nikita.
My own advice and the final is trust your gut. When you start going out with somebody and you start feeling somehow funny about the situation, you guys, for example, you start a relationship and you see that there's no healthy conversation, you because every relationship there's a conflict. Sometimes you have conflict, but if you see that the conflict is not healthy, it's not a good place to stay. Yeah, and if you see that the conversation is all about them, even from the beginning, it's all about them and me. When something is happening to you, you kind of like want to explain to them, and the next thing they jump on it is the same thing happened to me, you know. Just be afraid, because that's just a person that is selfish, that is not even interested in nobody feeling only themselves. Because if you get relationship, it's all about knowing people, trying to see if you build a good relationship with someone. But if you are getting in the relationship with someone and you see that everything is just about them, they're just talking about me do's, me that, we want to do this, baby, everything, it's ending with them. Maybe at the end of the day, we'll start a conversation like, oh, baby, we can do this. But for me, I want you to do this. It's about them. Just, I know it's hard when the relationship starts. It's very difficult to just get that, those red flags that we want. It's not easy. We were just talking, but when we in it, it's quite difficult to just spark that red flag that we're talking about on the show right now. It's really difficult because we all get in relationship. We get so excited, from one thing to another, and you even get lost. I think there is this saying that they said love is blind. Love is blind when you don't even see. So it's very difficult to spot those red lights from the beginning. But the only thing I know is that just trust your God, trust that feeling, that bad thing, that something. For example, I have a way of doing things. Sometimes when I want to discuss something with somebody, telling them something, and I feel like after telling them, whatsoever, I don't feel comfortable. You be in the stage where you're talking to somebody, but like you want to give them like a secret. Oh, I have done something and I want you to know it, boy. Can you give me an advice? And at the end of the day, you feel that after talking to them, you don't feel okay, like you've done something wrong. Because sometimes it happens to me. Just trust that instinct that person, there's something about them. So it's like in everything, just trust your God. And when you're talking to them, the conversation, make sure that you pay attention to everything that they're saying. It just don't have to be about them. As I listen to somebody online once, those motivational speakers, they say when they are always saying me, not we. When you are in a relationship and you hear the person saying, I want this, I want me to do this, but they are not saying we, when they just go singular, those are the sign. Because when you, for example, you're in a relationship with any men that want to feature with you, they will always talk about we. Baby, I want us to do this. We have to do this. Baby, we have to go this. Baby, everything about the both of you. But if you see them always talking about me, I want to do this, maybe they can start it because they are kind of smart. When it comes to the narcissist people, they are very smart. Sometimes they'll start with we, but the ending of the conversation, they will end it with, okay, that's the way I want it. I want for us to do it. That's just it. So we just have to be very, very smart. I know it's not easy. I'm saying this because I'm one of the smartest people when it comes to those things. But sometimes even your smartness go away. As I said, love is so blind, and you get so blinded by all those lovely games, all those nice compliments, that you have not heard for a very long time. And you be like, oh, he's so nice. Oh, you just be focusing on that. Don't forget, try to listen to your instinct, because that's how they come and that's how it's gonna be going. So you have to be very smart. I know it's not easy. We are the other side of the sitting room, we just talking, because some of us have been through it, but from the beginning it was not easy. Mine ended before I even know he was a narcissist. So it's not even 1 year, so it's not easy to spot it, so I just pray that you take time, be very careful when you get into a relationship. I know, especially for we the ladies, when you are like more than 35 and you maybe you are a single mother, or maybe you're not even a single mother, but you just want to be with somebody, you need that person. So when that person just come, you be like, oh yes, I want to start my relationship. Thank God I find somebody. And we just get, I don't know, distracted, and all our plan, everything that we less than this is what I want in men. We don't even get it. We forget about everything. When we do it, remember when they have hitting us hard, then we start, oh my God, but this is not what I wanted, and now, so it's not easy. Just take your time, and at the end of the day, I always tell people everything that we do, just put it into prayer. What I do I never used to do it before, so please, no judging. I never ever meet somebody and say, God, this person a nice person. Where is this person coming in my life? I've started doing it, and believe me, it's been working with me. That feeling can just come every time when I meet somebody new. I just started doing it this year. I don't want to lie. like, God, I've met this person. Please, Daddy, you are great. You know everything. You know the heart of every human being. Who is this person to me? What are they in what are they coming to do in my life? Are they going to be positive? Are they from Satan or are they from you? Just show me something, a sign, so I can go down, because believe me, as I said, it's hard to find. It's just hard to spot that narcissism behavior. We do funny when the relationship are getting far, when we are already vulnerable, when you're already showing them our weakness, you know, because as my colleague said, I think that was shown that they study you. So somebody that already study you, they already know you, they know how to come to you. So they will come from the weakest part, like that. They will know you are weak. That's where they go first. That's the first place, the church. And once the church, that's where, oh, you won't be, you just fell down. You know, and you forget about all your boundaries. You start even crossing your boundaries. You can even think right anymore, because all that attention just coming bam 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 from everywhere. Gifts, calls, and messages. Baby, I miss you. They'll start, you get confused. So it's very difficult. I know many people will not believe it, but believe me, just put God first in everything that you do. When you meet people out there, just pray about it. It's hard. Sit down and say, God, I've met this person. Please, Papa, just help me. I want to know this person. What are their purpose in my life? Are they coming for something good, or are they coming for something negative? Are they going to impact on my life negatively or positively? Please, Daddy. And when you believe, as we said, when you pray and you believe, it happens. And you look for the sign. And sometimes when you're asking, tell God how you want the sign to show to you. Tell God exactly how you want to know the sign, because the signs of God are different. But when you talk to God, Daddy, I want this. I want to know if this person is doing this to me. I want to see the sign. Can you please make it easier for me so I can understand it as a human being? Because the signs of God are different. It comes, sometimes we see them, but we overlook them because we don't know the meaning of them. So we get confused in a way. Later, it's maybe when the relationship gone far now, it's when you say, oh, I already saw the sign, though I saw the red flag, but why did I know it was it? It's already late. So my advice, just pray about it. It's not easy, right? The world is so wicked. So human beings are getting so frustrated, and then especially when we talk about those narcissism and this love bombing behavior that they have, it's hard to detect those behavior. The only way you can, by the grace of God, talk, pray, ask God, especially if you want a good relationship, because some of us will get in relationship just because of fun, but if you are somebody that want a very good relationship, you pray about it. Let us all learn to pray. That's my only advice, and I hope you will listen and share the video and watching. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sister Mariam. Thank you to all the ladies. My one, I'm going to keep it short and simple because you guys have said it, everything. So if I go and repeat myself, I'm going to be a pirate repeating whatever you guys just said. Basically, what I would say to people, if you in a relationship or marriage where your partner does not accept what they did wrong and always have excuses and never apologize. They never apologize. Yeah, with an narcissistic. So find a way to just get out. Simple as that. Because narcissistic, you can be in a relationship with them for 100 years. You can have thousand and million of argument. They're never ever ever gonna take responsibility, and you're never ever gonna hear, I'm sorry, baby, I was at fault or I was in the wrong. You're never gonna hear it. So if you in one of those relationships where every time you guys have a problem, you the one that end up apologizing, not the other person, that means you're in an narcissistic relationship. Just pack your bag and just go, because they will never change. So, but I'm glad whoever took the time today to come and watch us. Thank you very much. We appreciate you all. And please like and share our videos so more people can get the knowledge from what we're saying here. Thank you all. Love you all. And God bless. Peace. Bye. Bye.